Hello fellow nerdies, Aamaris here, and I've got a little treat for you, or really more so a treat for me. And no, it's not ASMR, even though I'm tapping on this table. It is actually an unboxing, because I recently came across a product that in my little heart of hearts I've wanted for many, many years as an artist, and never found one that I felt was what I needed it to be, especially since I was only working with this. And honestly, I never really worked with this too much. I thought it was a cool idea when I was a young artist. And then when I finally got one, I realized how useless it actually is as, you know, a pose model, because it's so limited and it's not giving me a really accurate idea of the anatomy. So, sorry girl, I don't need you anymore. And I came across a Facebook ad where this guy and his girlfriend Body Kun actually bought this guy, the Figma Archetype XP, and where that glare though. And after searching, I went on eBay and found this little lady. And I also got this because I was on one SH Figuarts stage. So I can pose these, ladies and gentlemen, all kinds of fun ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox my new family and, you know, play around with them a little bit. Maybe draw a little bit from them and see if I wasted my money or not. Let's unbox in the order in which I got them. Please be real. Please don't be a phony. Like, I don't know how to open this. So, side note, I am not the collector in this family. Zaylin is really the collector. He has so many figures and statues and whatnot, and I was just like, I'm not interested in buying dolls, but maybe this will be my gateway drug. I'm having a really hard time opening this. God. Girl! Why is this so hard for me to open? Don't cut yourself. Alright. Okay. So, whoa! So the box is open. Okay. So, we've got a bag to, you know, put this stuff in here. Then we've got some little extra hands. Boop. Oh, girl. Poop. Extra hands. I'm assuming this is like an extra joint. We've got the bottom part of the stand and the top part of the stand. Okay. Hope you're real. I don't know if Figma is supposed to have any sort of ooh. Okay, so got it open, and as you saw, we've got, you know, a Figma stand. I'm hoping that this is real. I'm not 100% sure. No! Wait, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how to tell whether it's real or not. Honestly and truly. So here he is. Now the reason I said no is because one of the videos that I watched that was talking about the fake, like a dupe of it, the stand didn't say Figma on it, but this stand says Figma. However, the back said it's made in China. So I am not sure what that means. Like, because I'm sure, right, Japan probably outsources stuff to China, right? Let's see. No. This says it's made in China. I think this one is fake. Sadness of 1,000 Kings, which is very disappointing to me. Very much so disappointing. And now I had noticed in the pictures that it had like the floating torso situation, but I thought, well, I heard somebody say that, excuse me, I heard somebody say, I'm just so disappointed that my words aren't coming. I heard somebody on a video or read a comment somewhere say that, you know, the floating torso is just because they had to force it down into the box. Girl, these are all made in China. I'm so hurt. But, side note, but does Japan outsource things to China? Honestly and truly, like, I don't know. Like, are they... Everybody seems to outsource stuff to China. So, is this a legitimate outsourced model? Ooh. Girl. Well, you know what though? If it's the fake, it's not terrible. I just hate having fake stuff. So anyway, I'm going to try and overcome my disappointment. I'm gonna have to do some research on this a little bit later on these guys. But just kind of shifting him around. Honestly, I don't even know if it'll matter to me if it's real or fake, as long as it does what I need it to do, because I'm not really a collector, like I mentioned before. I don't know if I'm going to become a collector after this, but I'm not really a collector of statues and things like that. I really want this for art reference, so. Alright, well, let me put this stand together real quick, and I'm going to stick you on the stand so that you can, well, hold on a second. I'm just going to let you stand up. Let's see, can you just stand on your own? Oh, you can! What, sir? What? So, let me put this stand together real quick. Okay. Alright, guy. Come here. There we go. Okay, kid. Whatever. It's not a cute pose, but I'm going to put you aside, and we're going to open the next one. Oh, I am devastated. Not really devastated. And if it does what I need to do, then it might be okay. I just put so much effort into trying not to get a fake. Okay, come here, Body Kun. Don't betray me. Well, okay, so obviously they're not going to let you see the back of the box or any real close-up information on it. And just looking at this box, it does say Bandai. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bandai, whoo, girl. Okay, Bandai 2016, made in China. Now, I'm not sure if the actual... You know what? Pause for a second. Pause. I'm going to look this up real quick. I need to look this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I don't know if there's any way for me to actually legitimately find out if this is a dupe or not, fake or not. I don't know. Well, let's just open it up and see. What I did was I tried to do a search to see if, you know, any of these companies, SH Figuarts, or, you know, Max Factory outsourced to Japan, outsourced their manufacturing to China. I wasn't able to find information about that. If you know whether they outsource to China or not, you know, let me know. Okay, so what we've got in this little box, I probably should have held it up before I opened the top. Woo. We've got, this way. Whoa, there goes a hand. We've got this little guy, which comes with, excuse me, sir, where's your other hand? Oh, there it is. Which comes with, obviously, the figure. Comes with the figure, and it comes with 4 sets of hands, or a bunch of sets of hands. Okay? I'm not going to try to look and see whether it's left or right or whatnot. I got distracted because on the back of this guy, can you see? Are you gonna... I don't know if you can read that. But basically what it says is copyright Bandai B China, though. So it's got the Bandai mark on it, but it says B China. And again, I don't know if that's just because Bandai outsources to China, or SH Figuarts or whatever outsources to China or not. Okay, but here's the guy. Now, of course, like I said, okay, there we go. So, like I said, oh, that's nice though. Oh, still, even if it's fake, it's better than the one that I had before. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Like I said, I don't have really any comparative knowledge with figures at all, or these two brands in particular, to know. Look at that slope. It was like still on balance. To know whether or not these are fake or real. But even though I'm hurt because I paid like real money for it, like it felt like the money that I paid for these things were like, okay, this seems like the price. This is the price that I expect the real one to be, you know. It wasn't ridiculously expensive, but it also was not like $12. You know, they were like in the rate. The two guys were in the range of between $30 and $40. And then this biche right here, I had it shipped directly from Japan through eBay, so she better be damn real. She was like $70. So, okay. Ooh, girl, why I do that? So, anywho, alright, he's got some motion. I mean, I wouldn't know better otherwise. So, yeah, this is the Body Kun. Anyway, so let's set him aside. Put him back in his coffin, his sarcophagus for a second. Throw his box to the side. And now let's get to... Oh, hey, cute little stuff. I mean, you guys, I'm sure there are other unboxings on there. I'm not usually interested in like, oh, and here's the paperwork that came in the thing. You know, I'm not into it. Boom, I don't care about all that. I just want to look at the toy or the figure or whatever it is I'm unboxing. So now we're going to get to her. And out of all of them, this bitch better be real. And like I said before with these other guys, I can't tell. I don't know for sure if these companies, Figma, Max Factory and Figuarts / Bandai outsources to China. So it's really kind of like a crapshoot, right? Like you may be getting a real, or you may be getting a fake, and you have no idea until you get it home, and even then you probably don't have an idea, right? Okay, so here's our lady. Woo! Okay, so now because I got this one directly from Japan, I'm going to assume that this is real. This is not a knockoff. That's what my heart wants to tell me. So we're going to find out. And so on the basis of that, what I'll do is, because I know for sure this came directly from Japan, the other two, I got them from sellers with Japanesey type names that said it was in Japan and that was imported from Japan. Because I was trying to go specifically for Japan and not China. Trying to increase my chances of getting a real one. So I'm going to assume that she's real. And if she's real, then whatever she's got on her, if he has the same thing, then I'm going to assume he's real too. Okay? I'm just going to, in my heart. So her little Max Factory stand says Figma on it, like the other one, like the guys, and but it still says it was made in China. So, all right. So this is apparently the 15th anniversary, whatever version of this situation. Again, guys, I don't really know about this stuff. So here she is. Oh, my camera. Yes, girl. Give me that. Boop. Boop, boop. Crusty nails. You better work. Cover girl. Work it, girl. Give it to her. Okay, anyway. So, here she is. I'm gonna say, okay, there we go. Get some movement in the hips. I know you've been stiff, girl. Oh, what is this? That's interesting. I'm pressing like right in here, around here, and it feels really rubbery. Obviously, as you can see, move your arms, please. I don't know if let's see. Can you tell? So it's pressing in. It's not like super solid. It feels, oop, there you go. That might be the best way to see. It feels rubbery and thin. Just right there. The torso feels solid. The arms feel solid. The head feels solid. The hips have that that thin. I'm not even. I'm looking at the doll. I'm not looking at the camera. Still have that thin. Giving you a butt shot. Have that thin sort of rubbery feeling. So let me know in the comments below if that's like a normal thing for Max Factory, or if I've got a dupe and my heart might break a little bit, but she seems to be moving pretty good. Excuse me, bend your toes, please. Don't play me. Your toes. Oh, okay. A little stiff there. Ooh, girl, you've been traveling overseas. You couldn't even see that, huh? I was trying to bend her toes up. Anyway, so she's pretty stiff, but that's okay, because I think that with play, she will loosen up. But overall, these are all really nice looking figures. Definitely better than this Joker. Okay, you see this? You set her down for. You know, hold on. Let me actually put her on the freaking stand for a second. Okay. Yeah. Ghost in the shell. Oh, I put this in wrong. Oh, it's already starting, guys. I may develop an issue. I will say this, though. Turn around, baby. Turn around. Okay, can we... What's going on here? What's going on? Fly, baby. Whatever. So, she is really tiny compared to this lady / male, you know, non-gendered doll here. Oh, actually, I think it's technically supposed to be male, but whatever. It doesn't really have gender. But that figure, though... Whoop, girl, I have issues. Please forgive me. You know, you can kind of see... I am terrible at this. You can kind of see she's way more anatomically correct than this guy. This guy is just going to become, you know, a thing that I have in a studio because I'm an artist, just to let everybody know that I'm an artist, and then I never actually use it. It's going to collect dust. But overall, I am happy with these dolls. You know what? If they're fake, I'm just going to have to get over it, right? Just get over it. I'm happy with these guys. This guy did not come with a stand, so you can't even see it. I am not even looking at the camera to try to make it so that you guys can see it. I am so sorry. So anyway, now what I'm going to do after that terrible unboxing, but it only happens once, so we just got to live with it, right? You guys still love me, right? I hope so. Oh, girl, I almost forgot. Girl, I almost forgot. And you all almost roasted me because I almost forgot this stage. Now, I care less whether this stage is real or not. And, of course, it also says made in China. I thought that this robot legit said bootleg. I was like, oh, you're not even trying to hide it at this point. You're just like, yes, we're bootleg and whatever. It was about $15 on Amazon, and you know, I was just having a moment where it's like, I need to get more of these, and I don't at this point have any intention of getting Body Kun, his counterpart, because I feel like she may be enough for me. I may later in the future get a Body Kun, but I don't think that I need it. And that's weird for me because usually I need to complete the set if I like something. Okay, so we're taped in here. We're not going anywhere. All right. Ooh, all right. Okay. So now what I'm going to try to do is put this stage together. So we're just going to speed that up so you guys don't have to go through the whole painful process with me. Okay? All right. So got it together here. Turn it around so that you guys can see what's going on here. I am a noob at this kind of thing, so I don't totally know how to play with this. I'm gonna have to, woo, don't break now, girl. I'm gonna have to, woo, what is this? I'm gonna have to mess around with it a little bit in my spare time to kind of see how I want to pose these guys. But these are cool. These little clamps, the way it's constructed, looks like it can like open up. Oh, girl, hold on now, baby, hold on. I don't need you popping out. You can kind of turn it to the width of, you know, whatever characters you need, it seems like. Or, I guess if you wanted to, you could probably take this little pincer part off totally, and just, if you had a doll or whatever, or excuse me, not a doll, a figure or whatever that had the appropriate size hole in the back, you could probably just take that off and stick it on if you wanted to, like I guess you're supposed to do here. Yeah. Oh, he fits. Well, this is actually, it shouldn't be a surprise because this is actually Bandai, so he's a Bandai situation. Okay, let's try to see if these Figma joints, oh, wow. Okay, pay attention to how it turns, Ashley. Aamaris. Okay, so let's see if this one will get into his back. Now, this is obviously, this little guy is Figma by Max Factory. Oh, it works. Hey. Got in there. His pose is a hot mess, but that's okay because we're going to fix that later. And I'm going to assume that she can also, you know, fit on that peg because, you know, but I'm going to put her, ooh, girl, your waist is too tiny. She's just kind of hanging, in there because she's such a baby. Let me actually try taking this pincer off. Boop. Or actually, in fact, I'm going to switch these guys around. Figma, Master Figma, I want you to float. Oh, your shoulders are looking crazy because you're probably fake. And I'm so disappointed about life. Not about life, about that. Okay. So, ooh, those poses, girl. Those poses are terrible. But that's okay because we're going to play around with these guys. But anyway, so this is the stage. These are my new, you know, new figures. I was going to call them dolls again. These two guys came with situations, their little own things. But we'll put those aside because we're going to play with this one for right now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, let me scoot you guys to lay side, is I'm going to attempt to put them in some poses from these pose books that I have. Ooh, excuse me, I'm going to have to scoot these off camera for a second. Can you really see that? Let me tilt it down a little bit. Let me scoot it down and scoot it back. So, I got these little pose books. This one, ooh, no, this one is a fight book with fight poses. This one is kind of like general poses. So, I chose a few images from these pose books, and I'm going to try to get these guys, into those poses right now. We're going to see, you know, if I'm successful or not. All right, and here we go. So, yeah, that's my best attempt. I'm done with this pose. I want to move on to another one. But obviously, with Body Kun, he is too heavy for these stands. Obviously, because this is a Figma stand and not a Figuarts Bandai, whatever stand. He didn't come with one with the set that I got. And I was having a hard time, you know, kind of, I don't think I could execute the pose on this stage here. I didn't try for too long, but it didn't seem like the organization of it was going to allow me to do that. So obviously it was a lot easier when I got to her to do the poses, even probably easier than this guy. And that's another reason that I'm thinking that this one is probably real and this guy is probably a knockoff. And I'm not sure about this guy, if he's a knockoff or not, but he might be real. But yeah, so that's my best attempt at this pose. As you saw, this guy's leg broke off. And what is going on with his gluteus maximus? Like, what? Does that happen on, you know, Figmas in general? If you have a real one of these, does that happen? And also, his leg popped out pretty easily, so I don't know if... I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel ridiculously different from a girl. But, yeah, he's a little more loosey-goosey in this torso, I feel like, than her. But she has great mobility in her torso, not so great in her hips. Like, this leg couldn't really get up to where I wanted it to go, but maybe human legs don't do it. Well, they do. They do. So anyway, all right, so there's that pose. I'm liking her so far. He's all right. They might be a couple from now on. Like, I'm going to have to make romance. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is going to be this one. So as I'm finding, action poses are more challenging. I don't know if these guys are going to be great for real action stuff. I think they'll probably be better for general daily posing. Alright, I'm done. I'm not gonna try this one anymore. Like, it's too fidgety. Like, it's just too, these are like real squeaky and real kind of weird. She's alright. I'm cool with her. And I actually kind of like Body Kun as well. This guy, maybe not so much. It's kind of difficult to pose these guys, actually. And maybe the stands are the reason why it's kind of difficult to pose these guys. Even using him on this big stage is kind of like challenging. But I do like the way his body looks. Okay, so one that's kind of normal. We're gonna do this one. Like, honestly and truly, I had all these grand visions in my head that, oh man, I'm gonna put these in these poses. It's gonna be so cool. And it's gonna be, you know, real funny and fun, and it's gonna look great. But it is not turning out the way I thought. Zaylin was worried that I was gonna maybe this would be like the gateway drug to more figure collecting, and I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Honestly and truly. Whatever, I'm stopping there. So that is my best attempt at this pose. Some parts of it I'm happy with, other parts not so much. They kind of move out of their poses pretty easily, and also obviously you could see the height disparity between these two, making that pose kind of challenging to do, and really all the poses were kind of challenging. So yes, that was my attempt at trying to pose these guys. Now I'm going to attempt to sketch from these guys. I'm not going to be trying to do any kind of crazy action craziness. I'll see you on the flip side. Okay guys, so I played with these little figures for a few weeks before trying to draw from them, and I really came to enjoy these little guys. But when I did finally try to use them as reference, it was actually more difficult than I expected, and I wasn't really able to come up with anything good, as you can see. So I temporarily gave up. If you're an artist with a strong sense of anatomy, these can be helpful to get a sense of the pose, but they do have a limited range of motion, so you're going to have to fill in some gaps with your knowledge. And if you're still learning anatomy, you may need some extra drawing aids like pose reference photographs so that you can correctly render musculature. If you're a beginner artist, I think your money would be better spent on pose books or classes to start, unless you're also a figure collector. For me, I think these will take some getting used to for artistic purposes, but I really do have fun posing them, and for right now, they just live in their own little corner of my desk. Overall, I'm happy with these figures, and I think they may be actual, genuine figures. I don't think these are knockoffs, which makes me very happy. But either way, you know, they're doing what I need them to do, and I kind of like having these little pets, these little figure pets in the corner of my desk. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, tap that like button, bro. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and catch us on Twitch. Bye. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Thanks for watching our video. And if you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button below and subscribe for more LittleNerdyAX action in the future. Also, don't forget to leave any comments and share with your friends. We will see you next time. See you later, Space Cowboy.
Boom, you got that one.